Week 3 has been quite a journey with its fair share of ups and downs. I had my first flat tyre, experienced my first fall on the bike, and some old injuries were acting up. But all of these challenges are just part of the process in achieving our ultimate goal. Hopefully not the falls part. Most of you may know, but honestly, this channel is about learning at the moment from everyone, including myself. So for those who might not be familiar and are wondering, what exactly is an Ironman? It's a long distance triathlon race, which goes in the order of a 3.9 kilometer swim, 180 kilometer bike, and then a marathon, which is 42.2 kilometers, with a total of 226.3 kilometers. In Ironman Australia, I assume it's all across the world, but they have time limits for each component of the race. For the 3.9 kilometer swim, you have to complete that in 2 hours and 20 minutes from your individual start time. From your individual start time, you have to then complete the bike course within 10 hours. And then in total, to complete all three, you must finish this in 17 hours. I would have loved to animate that, but honestly, I don't have the time with training, filming, and working. As you can tell, it's a long event. And now that you know what an Ironman is, this is how I'm preparing for it. Unlike most 6-month training plans that I've seen that assume you can already complete a half Ironman, I'm starting from scratch, literally. If I were to jump into one of these advanced loading programs right away, I'd likely end up injured from an overuse injury or excessive load injury, which would probably make me not be able to complete the actual event. So for me, this month is all about learning the fundamentals and then gradually increasing my distances. Our aim isn't to break records, it's just to train within certain zones and then learn the fundamentals. Currently, my weekly schedule looks like 3 runs, 3 bikes, 2 swims at the moment, which is going to increase to 3 swims per week from this week. At the moment, 2 of my sessions are known as brick sessions, which are doing a bike directly into a run. I haven't put in any ocean swimming at the moment as I'm just trying to learn in the pool. I recently learned that Cody Ko, a famous YouTuber, also completed the same Ironman this year, and he described the course as rough and hilly with a lot of elevation. I'll link it here somewhere. I also learned that the difficulty of the bike course can be dependent on the elevation. Now, I don't know if this is a lot, the professionals will be able to let me know, but this bike course has 1,767 meters of elevation. It also includes the continent's steepest bike course, which has an average grade of 5.7%, with the steepest being 17% for a brief section. For the pros out there, you know more than me. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but they're the stats. I met an individual on Marketplace this week when I was buying aero bars, and he did the course this year as well, and he described it as really rough and that I should learn how to change my inner tubes. I mentioned this on my ride today, and would you know it, 1 minute later, I had a flat. So it was my first long ride for the week, and I've copped a flatty. So, didn't bring a pump. Got the tube, no pump. So, Robbo's gone back and to get his car. Whilst Robbo goes back to his car, I've decided to have a coffee because there's nothing else I can do. Good boy. So, copped the flatty this morning, fell over after copping the flatty, and overall, not a good Saturday morning, not a good end to the week.
Hello, I'm Rainer. This is Spoken Sprocket Bike Shop. Yeah, I'm going to be changing a tube oil.
You're going to try and help me because I have no idea what I'm doing. A massive thank you to the wonderful team at Spoken Sprocket for showing me how to change a tube and guiding me through the process step by step. The long ride got thrown out this week because I had other commitments for the weekend, but thanks to the guys at Spoken Sprocket for getting me ready for week 4. Surprisingly, it turns out that running, which I thought would be my most challenging, is currently my least problematic.
Meant to be up at 5:30 to do this run. They're not up yet.
My whole mentality with running is if I run 7Ks away, then I have to run 7Ks back because I have to get home. So I don't know if that's what runners do,
but that's what I do. Very nutritious breakfast this morning. Banana, I'm gonna have a banana, and then I'm just gonna get a run. That could be my downfall, but it is what it is. I just want to get this run done. This is the only ad I have. Shout out Zach if you're watching this, who did the 100k in the desert for Tuco. I definitely will not be doing that anytime soon because that looked way too hard. But that's what it is. It's my only running hat because I usually don't run. I just really don't feel like running, to be honest. Like the sun's already up. And I'm not up yet. Before I runs, all I do is a 500-minute walk, and then I just go for a run. So I decided to strap my AirPods in for this one. They're all knowing that they fall out every time I jog, so I have to keep pushing a bit for 14Ks. Seven Ks down. No, we just got to go 7Ks back, so I feel like going back a lot easier because you know you're returning home. So I think it's the most I've ever ran in like 4 years. Just finished the 14K. Hats everywhere, AirPods everywhere. I feel okay. A little bit sore towards the last like 100 meters. I realized this week that my bike seat was actually too low and I started getting knee pain. So I have a bike fit this Friday as well. On top of all this, balancing work and Boston's training made this a very busy week. If you have a moment, please check out the My Cause link, where you can find more information about why I'm taking on this 7-month Ironman challenge to raise awareness for osteosarcoma. The Tuco team takes on some remarkable challenges to raise awareness for osteosarcoma. If you have any questions, want to learn more about Tuco or the training, or have some suggestions for the weekly vlogs, please don't hesitate to reach out. Quick shout out to Id Stanmore, who started running again for the first time in years. Unreal, mate, amazing work and keep it up. For now, let's hope for an injury-free week, no falling over, and smooth week on the bike. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next week.